Guys, Lightspeed here back with another video. This time we're doing another Lightning Collection related video. It isn't a review, but we're doing a top 11 Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures I want to see in 2022. So originally I had this plan for our top 13, and it just didn't work out too well. No one was watching it, and I just figured it was just because it was too long. So we're doing a top 11. So I originally did 12 to 13, but I kind of decided to put some of the ones that I already mentioned on my other list in the mentions, and also I wanted to add a few other ones that I just haven't really said too much, and the ones I just really want to see in 2022. And then I just kind of turned into a top 11 because I added one more thing that a bunch of people probably want to see. But yeah. So, and just before we get into this, it is my personal picks. If you guys have your figures you want to see in 2022 for the line collection, comment down below what it is. Just make your own list, stuff like that. Heck, you can make your own video for the heck of it. But yeah, let's get into this with number 11. Starting up with number 11, and we got the Boom Studios Green Ranger, the one that just appeared in recently. Kind of just based off of that's kind of like inspired by the Bat in the Sun on the suit for the Superpower Beatdown. But yeah, this I definitely want to see, and the reason why I have this so low on the list because it's Mighty Morphin, and you all have to agree we're a little bit fatigued with Mighty Morphin. We had so many Mighty Morphin stuff from like just the main Rangers, white and green, multiple releases of pink, well, a bunch of releases of pink, and then some duplicates for like one duplicate by the Yellow Ranger, and then also the metallic armor. It's just, and then we just have the Turtle Rangers, which actually aren't really the same, but you kind of get the point. We're kind of a little bit more fatigued from Mighty Morphin, so I have this at the low of the list, and plus this is from the comics, so again, and this is a little bit different because we have just some different details with this Green Ranger, and then also his Dragon Dagger is different. But yeah, that's what's starting off with number 11, the Boom Studios Green Ranger. So let's go. At number 10, we have nothing from Mighty Morphin, but something from a series that's kind of a little bit hated. Well, actually just hated by everyone. We have Super MegaForce and MegaForce Red 2-pack. So this is kind of like something similar from the Cat 2-pack with Zeo Pink and Mighty Morphin Pink, which again, don't know why you're going in Turbo, but I digress. But yeah, this is just kind of like similar because this is the same person, but which I will point this out. I hate MegaForce and I don't like Troy that much. I'm not blaming the actor because again, he could have like. It's just because it's not really his fault. It's mostly just people that gave him the script. So, but I want to see these two, but I can see these two separate, but I can also see this just in an easily like a 2-pack, like a GameStop exclusive, since we've been getting a bunch of those. But we can definitely see this because like I said, they're the same person, but I really want to see this because I like Gokaiger. I like the suits, and I like Gokaiger because it's my favorite Super Sentai series. And then MegaForce, well, I have a thing for the Goseiger suits also, but that's pretty much it. Again, number 11. Number 10 goes to Super MegaForce and MegaForce Red, a 2-pack. So for number 9, we have something from Dino Thunder. We have something from Dino Thunder low on the list, but I'll get into that a little bit. But we got Dino Thunder Black and Zeltrax 2-pack. So again, the reason why it's a little bit kind of not in the top 5 or even the top 6 is mostly because again we don't because we're kind of expecting to get finished with Dino Thunder, the round of Dino Thunder team, because we have Dino Thunder. We already have Dino Thunder Red, Blue, and White. So again, we're expecting Dino Thunder to get rounded out in the coming year, and so again, we can see this two separate, but I kind of want to see these as a 2-pack or a versus pack, or if we're even still doing the versus packs. But again, I really want to see that because, like I said, we pretty much, because I want to just see this because it just be good for a good 2-pack because it makes sense for like story in the show, and then also again we can just recreate the fights, some of the many fight scenes with Tommy and Zeltrax. But again, and we can just get one of the forms of Zeltrax again from the other one we got, which Snai is based off of. But yeah, again, I'm mostly just have this a little bit lower on the list because again we have this. Again, we're expecting Dino Thunder. So that's pretty much it for number 8. Now let's move on. Which we got for number 8, we got Time Force Pink and Quantum Ranger. So I wanted to put some Time Force, and especially two Rangers I really needed. I think that's the one thing we were missing with 2021, and heck, even 2020. But again, I don't understand why when Hasbro hasn't stepped into this game and given us more Rangers and completed teams. I know this is supposed to be an anthology series, and that's supposed to be like having every Ranger. Well, I think it's actually supposed to be every Ranger ever. But yeah, I wanted to put these two on my list because even though I'm expecting Time Force to have more Time Force Rangers in this year, because we have Time Force Green in a vehicle pack with the deluxe line. We have that, and then we have also Y Force Red. And then we also have just the Astro Glider with the Blue Range in Space Blue. But again, I figured I'd put these two on list because Pink, I'm surprised we haven't really gotten it yet. Because one, we need more female Rangers in the line collection, and then I'm surprised we just haven't got it because the relationship between Wes and Jen. But and then the Quantum Ranger, I'm surprised we haven't gotten him yet since we gained bunch of 6 Rangers, which I can expect this just as a Walgreens exclusive since we've been getting a bunch of them with. Well, getting a bunch of 6 Rangers as Walgreens exclusive. But yeah, that's for number 8. For number 8, Time Force Pink and Quantum Ranger. Going into number 7 and finally getting some of the ones we haven't gotten made or even haven't gotten to yet. I think the rest of these are literally just series we haven't gotten to yet because I'm surprised that, again, Hasbro needs to step up their game a little bit. But we're going with the Lightspeed Rescue and mostly with the Titanium Ranger, which we can see as a Walgreens exclusive or just some type of exclusive, like I said. Or we can see this as a main line like we've seen with the Wolf. But yeah, we definitely need Titanium Ranger. One big reason because it's one of our original American exclusive Rangers. So yeah, Titanium Ranger, I really like the look of overall. We're just kind of still going with that Go-Go 5 type thing look, but we also just have like the V and everything. But the gold and the silver just kind of pops for me. And again, American exclusive Ranger from kind of like an underrated series also. But again, also just a thing to start off with Lightspeed Rescue finally. Number 6, we got from the Boom Studios comics, the Omega Rangers. Now, this isn't. I'm talking about just the complete Omega Rangers from not only just the main team that the core Rangers that we saw at the beginning of the beginning of the Unnecessary Evil storyline, and just from that, but we also got just both versions of the Blue Ranger with the humanoid and the animal version. And I wanted to see the Omega Rangers. I really liked this. I really liked kind of like the just elemental design of it, and then just the again just kind of like the color scheme to it. And just kind of reminiscent of the Dragon Shield in some cases, but like I said, at the same time, I just kind of like the different shapes on the helmets and just designs in general. But also, I want to see them like tackle with the how they're gonna do the annual version of Omega Blue that appeared very recently in the comics. So really want to see how they tackle that. But that is pretty much up for number 6. Now let's get into top 5. Number 5, which is a pick that everyone can agree with, Julio Coolio. Can also, it really does agree, probably agree with me with this one. We have the Dark Ranger from Dino Charge and, well, mostly just the Boom Studios comics. So like I said, it's the story around this Ranger actually is mostly they had this kind of planned with teased with the toys and everything, thing like that. That like I said, it is, but well, we never seen it in fruition. Kind of like again, we were expecting Heckle to be a Ranger after he broke away from Snide, but again, it was bringing to life with the Boom Studios comic, with the Beyond the Grid comic, which I really want to see the Dark Ranger. I like this design in general. It's just Death User. We can just see the flute weapon. It can come with a flute weapon. It can come with an effect part, or it can also come with the Morpher, which is just kind of like a repaint of the Titanium Morpher. And they can give us either a civilian head, or you can give it with the Soul Ranger, which I'm expecting. I'm kind of still hoping we get that, even though I don't like the Soul Rangers that much. But like I said, that's it for number 5. Again, Dark Ranger. Everyone can agree on that part. Okay, so going down to number 4, which this is actually the one I just added just very recently, which I think I had on my little top line collection figures I want to see in 2021 from every season. The ones I picked. I think I picked this one. It's the Jungle Fury Spirit Rangers. Another American-made thing, which wasn't made in Japan, is another thing we got here. So, it's another like ones I want to see in the line collection. Again, we're gonna have them as a 3-pack act because we've seen Marvel Legends they did it with Marvel Legends, so they could probably just go ahead and do this. As a 3-pack or just separate, I don't know. I can see this as a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive or something, I don't know. Believe me, I'm still trying to think what could be a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive, but I kind of just want to have less convention exclusives for this kind of thing and have them just in just a standard release. Heck, even it can just be exclusive on Hasbro Pulse or even GameStop. I just kind of think of that, but yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to really see these because again, they haven't just the ones based off of the three animals: the elephant, the bat, and the shark. I actually just kind of like just the white accents for that. But yeah, that's for number 4 for just the Spirit Rangers. Like I said. Okay, going to number 3, which we're going to the top 3 right here, is HyperForce Yellow. So HyperForce, I definitely want to see. It's kind of like a must-want for everyone. I wanted this one when I first saw the getting the line collection. Not only that, once I saw HyperForce, which again, and so far was just a tabletop series, which just saw like the artwork, but it also appeared in the comics, in the Shattered Great comics, like I said, and they had a little interaction. But HyperForce Yellow, I want to see the most, kind of like my one pick I want to see the most. Mostly because, well, not only because I like the design in general, with the kind of just RAM, what RAM based, like I said, we also just got and also just for the weapon, which is kind of like a hammer and then in cannon and based. But I just like kind of like the design in general, and I just really liked HyperForce, even though I haven't watched all of it, and mostly because it just is very long. But yeah, even the arrow, even like the line bolt arrow type thing, even though this is supposed to be like SVD and Time Force, mostly Time Force basically. But yeah, I definitely want to see them tackle this one because because he's like a bigger dude, so I want to see like a different body mold for this. And then not only that, for the head sculpts, well, I'm saying head sculpts because we can go with the comic version of Jack Thomas, and then the in real life version with the tabletop game, the tabletop show thing, RPG, which we can see, which is basically again played by Bulk, the same actor played as Bulk, so we can just see him in action form, which I'm pretty sure he can pretty much like himself in action figure form. But yeah, number 3 goes to HyperForce Yellow. Now let's go into our honorable mentions before we go into our top 2. We're going into our honorable mentions real quick, which is most of these are your ones I didn't have on my didn't have on my other list, or it's just ones I had on my other list I didn't want to put on here just to like clog it up with ones that we want to see more. But first we have Lauren, the Samurai Red Ranger from Power Rangers Samurai, and I'm mostly just staying with this because we only got it in. We don't have that many figures because we have the SS figure arts, but it wasn't imported, and I think it was even I don't know if it was an exclusive or not, but it is a little bit hard to come by lately, and then also her actual figure from the Samurai line was a UK exclusive, so I can see this as just a regular lace, or I can see it as a regular lace with all of her weapons, with the spin sword, the fire smasher, and then an effect part, and then her just alternate head sculpt for the portrait. Or I could see her in a 2-pack with the armored Red Ranger, since she was in the Shattered Grid comics, and again, this is just kind of like another reason just to give us armored Red Ranger. So since it was only exclusive into a San Diego Comic Con on exclusive, just the same thing they did with Zeo Gold. Another one is RPM Black, another one from an underrated season, and one that we're most wanted for, and also just RPM general. But I definitely want to see RPM Black because we can just, besides the older portrait, his unique weapon, and also the standard sidearm with the monotone gun on probably both of them, since they include both versions of the Thundermax Saber. We can also just see a cool like energy shield effect part. So there's that. Also the SPD Deca Ranger from the Soul Dragon comics, just anything from the Soul Dragon comics in general. But the Deca Ranger I want to see, another like an exclusive Ranger, or with Sky, and just having like an alternate portrait with the scar on the side and everything. I definitely want to see this one too. We also have HyperForce Blue. It kind of goes into the HyperForce Yellow. Again, I just want to see HyperForce Blue, mostly for, well, it's nothing like different, but I can also just see like different versions of his weapon with Trident and the daggers. The daggers they has, and then also again 2 head sculpts with the comic book version and then the in-life version, mostly because of Andre, which I can see him probably going nuts if he had like a figure of himself, like I said, since he also did like a morph with the other Blue Rangers, like I said. But yeah, there's that, and then we also have Lord Dragon Evolution 1, Evolution 2. You kind of already explained. We have Evolution 3, you have the base form. We really want to see those two. Surprised that they didn't came out this year though. I could see him in a 2-pack, or I can see him just separately, but mostly a 2-pack. And then we also have the Wolf Warrior and Korra 2-pack. Again, we really need Mystic Force, and it can just be easy because again, it's just a repaint. And then finally, the Morphin Knot, which again is another kind of like easy thing. It's from the comics, Power Rangers Universe comics that just got released, which I don't have. But yeah, this is kind of like just a repaint of Phantom Ranger, which can just be easy. Well, unless there's a few different things with this one. I can also point out the Squadron Rangers from the new comic also, since they just adapted it which I definitely want to see that, especially for Red, since they actually turned it to a female Red Ranger also. But I definitely want to see that. But many other things in the comics. But let's move on to our top 2. Okay, so number 2 is pretty much one you probably expected, the Jungle Fury Wolf Ranger. So, again, really want this one. I really love RJ. Everyone has this on their list. I have this on my my other list also, but again, I kind of figure I should put this on my list also, my top 11 list. But yeah, I really love RJ, and really one of my favorite characters from Jungle Fury. And I also just like his suit. I like the little like just taped up of hand wrist and just wrist and hands and just stuff like that. And I just like this the kind of just kung fu aspects for it, just Iron Fist type deal. But yeah, you guys just agree. We really want RJ. It's probably one of our dream waves from it. But yeah, RJ again for number 2. Like I said, I just didn't want to go too long with this. You kind of get the point. On to our number 1 spot, which can't be a surprise, but we got like a 2 for another 2 for here. We got the Green Samurai Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Storm and Ninja Storm Red. And one of the reasons is just mostly because my pick. Again, this whole thing is my personal picks and ones I want to see in the most in the line collection for the 2022. But yeah, Ninja Storm on Red, I just kind of figured they kind of. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make it yet because I'm making Red Rangers left and right anyway. And I'm kind of surprised they haven't made it yet because I thought they would make it because of the passing of Pooh Mega Siva again. And for this, I can definitely just see a complete upgrade from the Legacy version. Well, actually, complete upgrade with both that and the figure arts. Yeah, both of them have been released in the Legacy line and figure arts, but the Legacy line version didn't come with a unique weapon. He was too muscular, and his whole articulation bit was just off and loose, and I had a bunch of troubles with that figure. And then we had that figure arts version, which was just kind of like skinny, and then mine broke. So that's another thing. Just having this like a durable or a durable like durable figure, and plus also again very well needed for fans and cool Ninja Storm. Now we go on to one that has been made in either figure arts or the Legacy line is the Green Samurai Ranger from Ninja Storm, Cam. And yeah, I really, 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 really want this figure. It's kind of one of my one needed figures of the line collection and just my collection in general because finding like the original Super Legends version is very hard. And I can see this coming with a pledge for us series. We can see him coming with the 2 head skulls for the Super Samurai mode and then his regular mode. We'd have his vest just taken off. It'd be removable, and since again most of them are kind of like soft plastic, maybe get a little durable plastic so it's not completely flimsy. Not that I'm complaining, but again, just because again, and I don't know how they would do it completely. Even like a peg system or something along the lines of that, but and just having the sword and the sheath, and then which we've seen that with Mag Defender, but also possibly 2 more head sculpts, some with Cyber Cam and Normal Cam. Again, I'm just kind of thinking, but I can just see Cam again, just the normal Cam head sculpt, or just no Cam head sculpt at all. I don't know. And also civilian rangers, and just them in their like ninja like garb, ninja uniforms. I don't know why I said garb. You get the point. The ninja uniforms, I would like to see, but if they can, that's another like little honorable mention. But yeah, these 2 are like my top ones I want in the line collection. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. So like I said, this is my personal pick. So if you have your picks, you can comment down below. Oh, your top 10, top 11, top whatever of 2022 for the line collection. Remember to like, comment like I said, and subscribe. Tap the bell. More videos coming soon. before the end of the year. This is on the 30th, so we got this video. I also want to get my big time Spider-Man figure done. So we got that, and yeah, so that's pretty much it for our of the video. Also remember to share your social medias to expand the channel more. And this is Ice 15, Golden Wire. Wire kicking, out of here.